So today we're talking about this bad boy. What is it? It is called a circular polarizer. So just briefly, if you don't know, what does a circular polarizer do? Well, a circular polarizer is a filter that photographers put on the end of their lenses for mainly landscapes and car photography. What it does is it removes reflections and glare from a photo. But while it removes those things, what it also does is it just adds a little bit of contrast and a little bit of saturation. So there's a few different types of CPL filters, one that you put on your lens and one that you can put on your phone. But Chris, we're not talking about landscape photography or car photography. We're talking about tattoo photography. So obviously the main reason that any tattoo artist would use a circular polarizer is to remove glare to get the best possible picture of the tattoo that they've just done. Now in the process, obviously, as stated, because they are removing that glare, they are also upping the contrast and the saturation in camera. Now straight off the bat, being open and honest, I do not have a problem with a circular polarizer. As you've seen, I've got one. To be honest, I don't use it that much, and for the amount of money that I paid for it, I should probably use it more, but hey ho. Now as a tattoo artist, a good picture is all we get. A good picture is what separates you from a client choosing you for a tattoo and not choosing you for a tattoo. I would say getting a good picture is probably second in importance to the tattoo itself. Now, because of that contrast and saturation increase, CPL filters or circular polarizers actually have a bad rap throughout the tattoo industry. And that's because artists seem to think that using a circular polarizer is cheating the client of a realistic expectation of the tattoo that they are going to receive. However, we could be onto a new chapter. I did an Instagram poll and 65% of you said that you are good for the use of circular polarizers and that they are good for the industry. So is there a deeper meaning to why artists just utterly, really detest and hate circular polarizers? As the artist, do you not like it because filtered work takes the sense of achievement away against your own work because you didn't use one? Has it become more of a personal issue rather than an industry issue? You see, I cannot stress the importance of a picture. As soon as you do that tattoo and you finish, if you cannot get a good picture, that client walks away and you may never ever see them again. Why would you not want to get the best possible picture to show that tattoo in the best possible light for your next lot of advertising? For everything a CPL filter does that artists don't like, what it doesn't do is take a shit tattoo, put a CPL filter on, take a picture, and poof, it magically just looks insane. That's not how CPL filters work. The tattoo has to be executed well before a filter can take any effect whatsoever. It cannot do the tattoo for you. You see, contrast needs to be present in your tattoo for that filter to boost the contrast. Saturation needs to be present in the tattoo for that filter to boost the saturation. So you take away that filter and the tattoo is just as insane. Now I will say that photo manipulation, like deepening your blacks in Lightroom or Photoshop, upping the saturation manually, upping the contrast manually, layering, adding pictures over the top, stuff like that, is just a complete and utter no-go. The only time that you should be in Lightroom or Photoshop, in my opinion, is to remove distractions from the photo, but the tattoo itself should not be touched. But we're not talking about that, so let's move on. The industry is constantly changing, it's constantly adapting, and circular polarization has hit the industry hard. So much so that tattoo suppliers are even starting to sell them for your phones. And they generally put in bundles with either like a polarizing film or even a light. So if it's good enough to sell, why is it not good enough to use? When an artist uses a polarizing filter, I do not think that they are out to cheat that client. They're just not. all they are out to do is just get the best possible picture of a tattoo that they are so proud of. I think the stigma of a CPL filter needs to be taken away, and the only way that I think artists can do that would be to, one, add in the description of their socials that the picture was taken with a CPL filter on lens. Two, take the photo with your CPL filter, bring it into Lightroom, bring the contrast back and the saturation back while keeping the glare reduction, just to, you know, bring out any bump that the filter may have done. Or to be honest, as the artist, not give a shit what anyone thinks, take the photo, upload the photo, and grab potential clients from that photo. But I will leave with this: would you rather take a photo and have that photo show your tattoo worse than what it looked like, or have a photo and show that tattoo in the best possible light? I personally know which one I would prefer, but you let me know, what do you prefer? Are you against CPL filters? Are you for CPL filters? Do you think that, you know, if you don't use one, the artist is gonna start getting left behind because they're just gonna become more popular? Let me know what you think. If you've enjoyed this video, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, get notified every time I upload, drop a comment for the algorithm, yada yada. Muchest love, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.